Okay. Lots of smiles. Lots of smiles. All right. Hey everyone. Welcome back to Constantly Curious. I am your host, Lindsay Potter, and this is episode 3. So excited to be here. I haven't been on the mic in a couple of weeks. Life has been busy, but I'm doing my best. Do my best, people. So today's episode is going to be short and sweet, and it's going to be about being a parent on the sidelines of high school aged sporting events. So a little backstory on me. I was a high school athlete. I played soccer, but I really played lacrosse. Digging in on my sophomore year, I played varsity lacrosse in high school. I played varsity lacrosse in college. I don't even know if we had a JV team, and all 4 years. And then I've coached lacrosse ever since. I love the sport. It is my favorite thing to do, to play, to coach. But these days I can't play anymore. I really would give anything to be able to be out on the field doing what these kids do. But I had my time. Now I get to be a spectator. And I think that maybe it's because I was an athlete and I am a coach that my manners on the sidelines matter. But now that I'm a mental performance coach for teenage athletes, I know just how much those manners as a parent matter to the kids who are playing. And what I saw this weekend, let's just get right into it, was disturbing on so many levels. I was watching a tournament, and it doesn't matter what sport, because I've seen this before. This is not the first time that I've experienced it as a parent on the sidelines. But it was tournament play. There were a number of teams, and there was one team where the parents on this team, not all of the parents, but enough of them, were choosing to berate and personally insult the kids on the other team. Now, we're talking about 14 to 18-year-old, mostly girls at this tournament. And these parents are cutting these kids apart. It was so unbelievable to me. I wanted to, in the moment, go over and say something like, hey, you don't know what you're doing to these kids. I get it that you want to get into their head. I get it that you want your kid's team to win. We all want our kid's team to win. Am I right? You don't go to watch your kid at a sporting event and cheer for the other team. You just don't. But in my mind, as an athlete and a coach, you also don't go to insult the other players, the players on the other team. There's no point. If you're personally insulting, which happened again and again and again, these parents were slinging insults at these kids, personal, like their body parts, the way that they were playing, calling them cheaters. It was unreal. And we were in close proximity to the field of play. So it's one thing if you're hurling insults, even though I still don't think it's cool, from the stands watching a football game, and you've got, 100 kids on the field and they're all wearing helmets and they can't hear you. But when you're sitting close to the field of play and these kids are within earshot, they're taking what you're saying to them personally. They're not taking it personally necessarily just in that game. They're taking it home with them. They're thinking about it on a loop in their heads. And trust me, I'm telling you this because this is the work that I do now with kids. What I want you to do as a parent, if you're listening to this and you're a parent of an athlete at the high school age, I want you to think about what it would feel like if your kid was experiencing the berating from the opposing team's parents and came home crying, not because they lost the game or the tournament, but because they were insulted personally. Not just insulted as a team, as a unit, insulted personally. I want you to think about what that would feel like. I've had so many conversations in the past 2 days about this specific thing. Like, what kind of parent are you on the sidelines? Do you have a high school aged athlete? Do you go to these events? And I'm not just talking about varsity. I'm talking varsity, JV, thirds, freshmen. Every level of the game has become so insanely competitive, not just for the kids, but for the parents. And I am all about competition. I want to win when I'm coaching a game. I want the kids to play at their best. I want them to play as a team. I don't want them to be insulted personally by the parents of the opposing team. I would actually talk to the coach of the opposing team and come together to say, hey, our parents need to calm down. Our parents need to pump the brakes on the insults. It's not necessary. It's just not. I don't know. Have you experienced this? Have you been one of the parents on the sidelines looking to your right and left? Like, what's going on? Why are these people personally insulting these kids. They're kids. Go to a professional game. If you want to personally insult an athlete, they're getting paid to be berated by you, okay? They know how to shut out the noise. They have mental performance coaches. But these are teenagers. They're figuring out how to navigate life. They're figuring out where their confidence is coming from when they lose it. How do I get it back? Certainly not by being insulted personally by a parent of the opposing team. They're not fragile. They're tough. They really are. These kids are tough. I work with some amazing athletes, all high school age, some a little younger, and they're tough. They really are. They're resilient. But these insults coming from parents whom, in my mind, I feel like maybe you didn't make it as an athlete. Maybe you really think that insulting kids is going to empower you. Maybe you just want everything for your kid and you're willing to go so far as to hurt someone else. I really don't know. I don't have an answer for it because I'm not that parent on the sidelines. I'm not. And I take pride in supporting my kids' teams. And hey, if the other team makes a great play or has a great point, like double clap. Good for you. You're working hard. I see that. I still don't want you to win. I still want my kids' team to win. But I'm not going to turn around and say, oh, God, what do you have, 2 knock knees over there? You're terrible. It's just not who I personally am. But I just want parents to take a second and think about how you're affecting these kids when you're hurling insults, personal insults at them from the sidelines. And if you're listening, I hope you're not one of those parents. And if you're not, bravo and thank you. We need more people who are not like that on the sidelines. We can cheer and jeer, but we cannot insult these kids. They're kids. Let it go. Okay? All right. Have a great week. Talk to you soon, peeps. Thanks for listening. Bye.